Hi, here we have perhaps a little bit of history. This lamp, which is obviously an automobile lamp, I believe the base is called a Bosch base. I'm not too sure about that, but anyhow, it's mainly for the history of the name. Let me show you what we've got on there. There's the name, Neron, and its catalogue number is G7309. I'm reading it off the thing, the print is not that clear. It's 12 volt, 36 watt. And looking at the filament, it's a coil filament. Well made lamp. Anyhow, now the historical fact about this is the name. Now, as I don't suppose many of you have heard of this name before, Neron, I came across it when I was a kid. Okay, a bit of history. I visited my uncle in Woodford, North London, North East London, and he knew I had peculiar interests. Then I definitely did. And he showed me some lamps. One was a fairly common, well, not common at the time, a carbon lamp, which is an English carbon lamp. But he did have a heat lamp. And this heat lamp was manufactured by a company called Neron, or Neron, N-E-R-O-N. Now, looking further into this name, the name was owned by Osram in Germany. Now, we at that time had just gone through a World War II, and the Osram in England and the Osram in Germany were two different companies. Okay, the origins were the same, but it just happened that the English Osram covered countries like Australia, India, whereas the rest of the world had Osram, the German Osram. Well, anyhow, because of the troubles presented by the war, the German Osram was not allowed to sell their Osram lamps in England, so they had to sort out another name. Now, you're all going to say, well, what about the Wotan name, which was used in Great Britain as well? I believe Wotan was a name in England used for Osram made lamps. So I don't know why they chose the Neron name, but they did. So that's where the name has come up. You probably only see Neron in England and countries which use the English Osram, because it was owned by Siemens, I believe at the time, the German company, and they could not use the Osram name over here. Bit of history. Okay, since I don't know when it was that the merger took place and the English Osram became the German Osram, I believe then was also under Siemens. Changes have changed since then, so if anyone knows the history more than I do of the recent times of the company, let us know. But there's the reason for the lamp. You're wondering why it's got a yellow colouring. These were a popular colour, saying that you'd get through the fog better using this yellow. I know in France they use yellow on their headlamps up to fairly recently. I remember going over to France, and I had to get special yellow reflector things which went over the headlamp of the car, so that I was driving legally safe or legal in France, because they did use a yellow lamp. So this is this lamp. It's one that, as I say, is in the collection. I have since, I don't know where it is, upstairs somewhere, don't ask me to sort it out, but that large reflector lamp, I have now got a copy of, well, one of those under the Neron name. They're identical to the lamp made by the German Osram. Obviously it was made by German Osram, but had to be called Neron, I suppose, as opposed to being called Wotan. But there we are, a little bit of history. I like to put a few little anecdotes in. I'm trying to think what they call this yellow. The name has slipped me, but there is a name given to this type of yellow. It's actually glass. The glass is, it's a yellow stained, well, the glass is in fact yellow. I think it's a Bosch base. If I'm wrong there, someone will tell me. It's made to only go in one way. As you can see, the two little thingies are slightly different width. In this lamp it doesn't really matter because it's a single contact, but if this was a double filament lamp for main beam and dipped, you'd have to use, it'd have to go in the right way round. And I'm trying to think of the name of this yellowing. Someone will know it out there, and I bet as soon as I put this on YouTube the name will come to me, but I can't remember at the moment. But it was an idea they used over here for certain lamps, particularly fog lamps and that. It was thought to get through fog and that better than just a white light, and it was, as I say, used in France up to, I say, recent years. It was a few years ago, but they definitely had that in France. And I still can't remember the name of this glass, so I'm going to end it now. Any questions please ask, but as I say, this is a Neron lamp, Neron, and possibly quite rare to get that name on a lamp. So once again, thanks for watching, and we will pop this one up. Incidentally, the camera I'm using now is on standard definition. It's certainly quicker to upload the stuff. In fact, uploading since changing my to Virgin is very, very fast, and I mean fast, so it's made quite a change. And I still can't remember I can't remember what the name is of that type of glass. Someone out there knows. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. Thank you.